Yes, this was a huge win for us because Southern beat us twice early in the year. And you're talking about each time, the first time they beat us about 30 something. On last week, we had a 16-point lead and we blew the lead. So I knew they had a lot of fight in them because that's the way they beat the previous team. So I thought we did a really, really good job of keeping our composure. They did the same thing they did on last week. They started attacking the paint. So we knew we needed to go to a 23 defense, which is a 2-3 zone. And I thought we executed it pretty well.
Appreciate those comments, Coach. We'll now open the floor for questions for Coach.
Coach, you had players really come off the bench, and you were just able to have continuity with your scoring throughout the game.
Yes, I was strategic in the minutes in which my starters played because I know in the last 3 or 4 games, teams been walking us down, just like on yesterday. So I wanted to make sure I kept my starters fresh, and that's what we did today. And the girls that came off the bench, they really did a good job of doing the things that were necessary in order for us to keep them on the bench longer than like we needed them to be. So I was really impressed with our bench play as well.
Did you have to say anything to Ayana? She seemed to be more aggressive looking for her shot. I know she struggled a little bit from the floor in the quarterfinal, but she really came out aggressive today.
Yes, Ayana, she's a winner. She's strong headed or what have you, and she felt that she was not going to be denied. The last time we played Grambling, I think they kept her to 4 to 6 points, and she ended up with 18 today. She's a winner, and that's what she wanted to do. So she came out aggressive. She's our leading scorer, so that's what we expect for her to do.
We don't know yet who you'll play, and we don't want to disrespect and assume it might be one team or the other, but whoever you might face, what will you need and what will your expectations be out of your post play? I mean, Shamai has been so great for you this week. What will you need her to continue to do?
She has to continue to play well, do the things that she's capable of doing, and we also going to have great bench play from our bigs to make sure that we're able to rest her when need be. But she just needs to play, and we know Jackson State, they loaded. Southern, we've beaten them twice, and it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. So whichever team we end up playing, we just have to be ready for them.
Do you have a preference? Would you like to see Jackson State again?
Well, I don't have a preference. I got to ask my players. They might have a preference, but you already know at this junction of the season and in the tournament, that's why they call it March Madness. So whoever we have to play, we will be prepared for them.
Coach Murray said that you guys were hungry and more motivated coming into the game. When you're looking at how you guys were able to play through all 4 quarters, how would you describe their play throughout?
I felt we was focused. We were disciplined, and we did the things that we talked about on yesterday and also throughout the tournament. And we got defensive stops when we needed to. We was able to make an adjustment from playing a straight man-to-man, and also did a great job in our 23 defense getting out there on their shooters.
Was that a contributor to how you guys did on the glass 44 to 35 that you won in that department?
Yes, but if you looked at the first half, they really got a lot of offensive rebounds, and I thought we cleaned that up some because they ended up with like 15 offensive rebounds. But I'm thinking at the half it was about 9 offensive rebounds, so I thought we did a much better job second half.
And then for Jayla, she just seems like she was in a better rhythm offensively. I was able to talk with some of your staff, and one of the questions was, who's going to show up today? The shooter or the person that's a little timid? Who showed up tonight?
Yes, and it's amazing. The same thing happened on last year. Ayana and Shamai did a great job the previous game, and Jayla was sort of shut out, and she ended up beating us in score. We played Southern on last year, the semifinals game, but I got all over her, and then I told her it's both. If you're not doing anything offensively, you at least should have had a rebound. She didn't have any rebounds on yesterday, so she was more in tune with what she needed to do.
Thank you.
Did you feel like that Sanders settled down? I know you said in the quarterfinal she might have been a little nervous going in. Was she composed for you today?
Yeah, she ended up getting in early foul trouble, but other than that, I thought she played great basketball. I thought and she's young, but she's really carrying this team, so she's doing an excellent job. I also thought Hannah White, when she got in foul trouble, really did what she's supposed to have done.
Any more questions? Mia?
Yep. Coach, tomorrow will be your third game in 3 days. How's your team rest-wise going into it?
Yes, we have to rest. Yesterday they had an opportunity to watch Southern and who did Southern play yesterday? The men's team or what have you. I let them some leisure or what have you, so they thought they would get ready to do the same thing. I said no. In about 20 or 30 minutes we up out of here. We have to get rest, but at the same time we're gonna come back and watch Jackson State and Southern play. So we just have to make sure they enjoying themselves, experiencing the tournament as well, but making sure it's a balance as far as them getting their rest as well.